Let's go fly away. Take the lead, girl, don't you stay. You're made for so much more.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Backstage with BeU. Today on the show, we have singer-songwriter Zach Crean out of Chicago, Illinois. Zach, how we doing today, my man?
What's up, guys? I'm doing good. Just chilling out here. I'm in the suburbs of Chicago, so weather's been kind of iffy. So I'm just getting through, man, working on a lot of music. So that's pretty much what I've been up to.
How's the weather over there right now? Pretty chilly?
It was this morning, it was like pouring rain out, and like I wake up at like 8 every day now with like my job and then just anything. So I let my dog out, and I usually go out with him. We're at my grandparents' house for the like past 2-3 weeks we've been here. So I like let him out in the yard, and like this morning I had to let him out and it was pouring rain. I was walking with him and he was taking a minute. So I was like, oh my God.
That's
I'm like, bro, come on. So yeah, needless to say, Chicago has not been, the weather's been iffy, but hopefully it doesn't get too cold too soon, because I'm not ready for that, bro.
I feel that. Facts. Well, anyways, bro, we've known each other for definitely like a year now, right? At least.
Like a year and a half, probably.
Somewhere around there. Bet. So, we've talked before and you've told me about your story. But let's start off by, you telling us about, how you got into music and, kind of everything that's going on with you right now.
Yeah, for sure. Started making music. I've always been into music. Obviously, music like fueled my entire life. My dad was huge into, like alternative, like punk rock and everything like that. So I grew up around that. And then I had on my mom's side, my grandfather, who I lived with my whole life almost. He was a big like Beatles guy, like Led Zeppelin, The Who, Beach Boys. So like I got a taste of both growing up as like a kid. And then coming into high school, I started playing guitar when I was 7. And then I did my first talent show with a couple of my buddies. We played Highway to Hell by AC/DC. That was my first like show. It was in our gymnasium at school. Yeah, it was dope. It was fun. No vocals. I didn't start singing until I was like 14. And when I say singing, it was like a stretch. I was awful when I started. Most people, I mean, unless it's like a natural gift that people can sing, which I've met a lot of people like that. It takes practice. It's like with anything.
So were you singing for that show or?
No, the talent show, I was lead guitar and then we had a bass guitar and then a drummer, my buddy. So we were in like 7th grade, sixth grade. So it was chill. It's like a minute and a half long, just us playing, but people loved it. And I mean, cool. I've always loved like being on the stage in front of people performing. And my mom, growing up when I was little, she was a cheerleader for the Bulls. So I would go to like the Bulls games and see her like dance, and she was like a professional dancer almost my whole childhood, which was pretty cool. So that performing aspect of things was in the family, kind of. Yeah. And then going into high school, it's funny, I saw the Bieber movie, the Never Say Never movie. And it was like this just vision in my head. I'm like, oh my God, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And then I started like singing, and I was not good, man. And I went to an all guys high school my freshman year of high school, and dude, it was rough. I mean, like I got ripped apart. I was bullied pretty bad my first 2 years of high school, like really bad, just for singing. Like literally, that's all I did. I wasn't like a prick to people. I was nice. I just kept in my own lane. Played basketball in high school. Like I was always the smallest kid, but started doing that, and some stuff started working out. Like going up in the sophomore year of high school, I transferred into a all guys co-ed high school. So like guys and girls, normal high school. It's Catholic still though. So like you threw girls in the mix at this point. It was like, damn, these girls are like ruthless too. Like they're kind of bogus. Like I was excited. I'm like, finally, like it's not gonna be all guys, but these girls, man, ripped you apart. Like they're young high school girls are pretty rough, man. But
they're going through a lot, so they got mood.
Yeah, right. So I was like,
yeah.
shit. And I was like, I can't catch a fucking break. But so yeah, man, I kept doing my thing. Started working with a management company, which was pretty dope. Did a couple shows, like little stuff, a lot of meet and greets. That's when like my Twitter started popping. And then Vine. When Vine came out, that shit was lit. I mean, I guarantee you remember Vine. I mean, that changed people's lives.
Vine was the best, dude. Yeah.
Dude, it was so sick.
Yeah.
And I was so
Didn't Shawn Mendes pop off that?
Yeah, dude.
Like, I remember seeing him like post Vines like before he was Shawn Mendes, but he was kind of popping off on Vine.
Yeah, bro. Shawn Mendes started with all those like Nash Greer and all those like
Cameron Dallas
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so he started with them, and he was like the one that just like again took it. And like then you have obviously like Logan Paul and all them. But yeah, man, I utilized that heavily. And then my junior year of high school, I signed like a local Chicago label. Nothing crazy, no major, obviously, but signed that, did a couple shows. It was dope, but a lot of unfulfilled promises. So I got out of it, kind of just did my own thing. I was homeschooled for that year. And then I was at my third high school my senior year. And that's where I graduated from. It was so dope. I loved it. Loved people there. It's where my girlfriend went there as well. And I met her then, but we obviously didn't start dating until like a year and a half ago. But yeah, so that was dope. You know, I had a good group of friends, supportive, but I really wasn't doing much with music. And then I was community college first year, and then I went away to Iowa State, and that's when in 2017, I think that was my junior year. Yeah, junior year, I got the offer to headline. Well, I actually was asked to bounce in an event because
that story's crazy.
Yeah, I got asked to bounce an event because a couple of my buddies and I were, and it was this high school group of friends. My ex-girlfriend at the time, it was her brother-in-law's younger brother. He was a senior in high school. They're known for like throwing these huge parties, which were like these huge shows at this venue in Iowa, in like downtown Des Moines, Iowa. And it was like called Valor Ballroom. And before I knew what this was, I had no original music out, nothing. And my buddy, the kid, was like, yo, can you bounce? I was like, I mean, yeah, sure. And I was like, well, wait, do you guys, like, what's the deal? You got a headline, you got like a main act performer? And they were like, not really. It's kind of like me DJing. And I was like, well, shit, man, like, you know, I sing, like, I'll do some shit. And bro, we did like good amount of marketing for like 3 weeks only, like 2.5, 3 weeks. And I mean, I think it was like 27 to 2,900 people came. It was,
damn,
dude, it was nuts, bro. So, and I mean, the crowd was so sick. I obviously just did all covers, but they were receptive. They loved it. There's a couple of highlight videos on it on my Instagram, but my favorite one was we did I Fall Apart by Post Malone. And dude,
bro, I've never seen that video, bro. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, I feel like, dude, to get things that you want, you have to ask for them. Like, you got to grow the balls and ask, because people aren't just going to give shit to you. Like, I love the fact that like you came as a bouncer and you said, hey, you guys need someone to perform. Boom. Like, I could sing. Let's do it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And I mean, like, especially, I mean, yeah, it's, you know, the music industry, it's so washed. It's so fabricated, but it's so hard, bro. Everybody's trying to do it. And you gotta, like you said, you had to have that mentality where you're just like, dude, I don't give a shit. Like, can I do this? Like, or you go out of your way and reach out to people that have no idea who the hell you are, but you get these opportunities because they're like, shit, all right, why not? And then you just have to prove yourself. But
and it's not like you like waited to like build up a catalog of original music. Like, people would wait and be like, oh, I'm not ready, or I don't have enough songs to perform. Like, nah, you just like went for it and you said, fuck it, I'm gonna figure it out. So
yeah, man, that's what
that's the way.
Yeah, man, that's what you got to do. And it was a great show. And then I actually went about a year without performing again. I was like, you know, work on some of my own music.
Right.
I was like, I'm gonna do this again because that night, like, it was like that was like the you get like the taste of it, and you're like, shit,
For sure.
you're like, damn, like this. That was my biggest show at the time, and I was like, damn. Actually, that might be like number wise biggest show. But yeah, then we
That
fast
show was
forward a
huge.
year. Yeah, it was huge.
It's kind of hard.
So
it's hard to top that for like a while, you know?
Exactly. Until you're like getting up there. But yeah, we did that. And then a year later, exactly, it was December 2017. Then December 2018, I was actually at home. I took a little break from Iowa State. I was all over the place, dude. I still didn't finish college now, but that's long gone. But
right.
Yeah, 2018 December, I was like, I hit up the same people, like the booking agent and stuff, and I was like, yo, like, hit up my boys that are musicians. I'm like, let's do a show again. And I didn't have the same like high school like the people because they're all either their freshman year at college had gone or they were just doing shit. So I was like, I gotta kind of do this on my own. And like I did marketing for it. We partnered with some people, got some investors, and we were like, let's see what we can do. And we, with more of like a not private, but more of a like honed in show, not as like broad, not as like open, like described and all that shit and promoted. It was about 450, 500 people came. And that was when I had just released 2 months prior, my first single, Wrong Feels Right. And I remember I like walked down off the stage and like was near the crowd and I was singing it. And the girl was singing the words, like every word right back to me. Never met this girl in my life, never seen her. So it was my first time ever seeing somebody to sing my lyrics back to me that wasn't like a friend or like a homie or a family member. And yeah, she was loving it. And I was just like, at that moment, I was like, this is it. I'm like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm like, that was like the life-changing moment where you're like, damn, like I'm going to work my ass off to do this. So yeah, man, since then it's just been a grind, working on writing as many songs, many, tracks as I can, getting out projects. I released my first EP in 2020 in February and did my first radio and news channel performance. So it was dope. And then, yeah, man, now stuff's actually really starting to like work out. And TikTok's played a huge role.
We'll get into that like a little later for sure.
Yeah,
definitely for sure. That up.
Yeah, I mean, I know, your boy Just Slow. I mean, dude's that dude just took over the game on TikTok. But yeah, we'll touch on that. But yeah, man, it's been a grind, and that's kind of the story. I mean, dealing with my I kind of filled you in a little bit, just as like a homie on standpoint, but not to kind of backtrack or go all over the place. But big inspiration of my music is my mom. Like she's been sick my whole life, and she has trigeminal neuralgia. And what that is, it's like a chronic pain disorder. She was in a car accident when I was 1. And since then, since my junior year of high school in 2013 or 14, she's had, I want to say 7 or 9 brain surgeries. Wow. She's had an incredible amount of neurological surgeries, just like reconstructive surgeries. It's been crazy, and she's dealt with a lot of mental health issues, and it's been a ride for sure. And it's been taxing and very, very hard on our family and myself, but she's doing great now. And she's like my biggest fan. So like, yeah, thank you, bro. But yeah, it's been, it's just been super. It's been fun. Sorry, I just got an email from my job, but it's been so sick. It's been fun. Just this process, this journey, and hoping that I can just stay on this road because I see the light and I can like see it and I'm like, damn, I gotta hit it. I gotta get that one little break.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's kind of the story. Try to be quick as possible. Try to be as summed up as I could. But yeah, that's
I mean, this is your interview, bro. Like you say it all. It seems like you had like quite the journey so far. And you kind of just said that your mom was a big influence, kind of on your music and kind of just your journey. Who would you say your biggest musical influences are? I know you talked about, your dad with listening to rock music, like The Who, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC. Are there any other influences that have kind of influenced your sound?
I'd say there's a handful.
Bieber too.
I'd say, Oh, Bieber for sure.
Yeah.
Like massive impact on my music
Right.
career and just journey. But big Michael Jackson fan, huge Frank Sinatra fan, Beatles, like I said, Bozzy. I love Bozzy. I love his story, love the come up. Um, I like when I can discover an artist, like kind of just like in the same position as I am, but like see them like their different way of going through things. I know you actually interviewed one of another person, Charlie, on a Friday.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Charlie. So I found him on TikTok, young kid, and it's so fucking cool to see him like just doing his thing and like grinding out. But yeah, I saw him on TikTok back before he like started hitting numbers and doing his thing, and found him, and it's just been cool to see him, do his thing and grind. And but yeah, so I'd say top two biggest influences right now are probably Bieber and Kid Laroi. I love that mother dude.
Dude, Kid Laroi's so fire.
Dude, he's so dope and he's so talented, and just like his story is nuts. Like
it's crazy, yeah.
It's crazy. So that's this type of shit I like to hear about. So
yeah, dude, I actually just went to it was like a private show. Kid Laroi posted on Halloween that he's having a show at 2 p.m. and he dropped the Addy, and I pulled up, and they only let like 100 people in, and it was a small venue, like small stage, super like intimate setting. And I guess he was recording it for the Australian Grammys. And so he performed like Stay 3 times and then ran through like 8 to 10 tracks. And it was literally a distance of like, it was such a small setting and a small group of people to where like I could literally touch a stage. Like it was,
you got
insane.
In?
Yeah, it was insane.
Oh, dude, I'm so jealous.
The thing was, what sucks is you couldn't bring your phone in. They gave you little backpacks that you had to like, they closed it up and you couldn't open it unless that you had like their device. But
damn,
when the Australian Grammys come out, I'll send it to you. It was
do that,
it was
bro.
insane.
That'd be so sick. That is so dope.
Yeah.
I'm actually working right now. So my buddy Jason, who's managing me, went to high school with him. Super dope dude. And then my other homie, Elliot Pepich, goes by Squanto. That's his like.
It's a dope name.
Creative. It's his like creative name. I don't want to say artist. He's not a musician, but he's just started his own company. It's called Clusive Co. And Jason and Elliot work together. And Elliot actually got to shoot with Kid Laroi on one of his music video sets with Logan Paul. So that was crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, so that's pretty dope. But we're aiming. I want to try to get on the slot for February at Aragon Ballroom for opening for him. I'm aiming hard. Yeah. Like I want it bad because I have a bunch of music in the vault. Like I have so much
love your
stuff
passion,
that I'm working on. Thank you, bro. I
appreciate. You're like so passionate about this shit. It's crazy. I love it.
I'm trying, man. I mean, you just that's how you got to be. You like, it's so cliche and so played out. People are always like, you got to out hustle the other people, but like you really do. I mean, like,
yeah,
it's impossible to out hustle everybody. Like Jesus Christ. I mean, you have people. I'll be honest. Like, I don't know how to even produce. Like, I have my buddy Jared Glaw, who's like one of my best friends, and he's my producer. I obviously partner and team up with other producers as well, but he's like my engineer. He's the genius behind all my music. But I mean, he's like, if it weren't for him, shit, I don't know, man. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know how to. I want to learn. I will eventually, but yeah, man, I do what I can to get ahead. I'm always writing. I'll be driving and I'll like I wrote that on my way home from my old job in the car, like back in like August. I was like on my way home and I wrote the whole track in like 15 minutes. And I was like, damn, like dude. This is but like it's the things like that, like it's the natural, easy flowing things that like change your life. And like Bozzy, I always talk about Bozzy, like one of my favorite artists. Like, dude, with Mine, he was in the pool with his homies in LA, I think. He said LA, and he got like in his head, and he was whistling it. So he ran to his phone and grabbed it. I'm like, shit like that. That's how it happens. Like, not like, I mean, people, like it's crazy, bro. So
so like a question I was gonna ask you next was like, what does your creative process look like? So you're kind of like talking about it right now, but do you have like a specific process, or is it kind of just like you say, like you hear something, you go and you start writing, and now 15 minutes later you have a full song?
Right. Yeah. It just depends. I mean, it depends on how I'm feeling. In the past 2 months, I've had this like kick and like this spark where I just haven't stopped. And like, it's just this drive and this momentum. And like, I've been like serious about it, obviously, for years now, but like,
Yeah.
I was, like you get in those funks where you're like you're barely writing or barely creating content. And it's like,
Yeah.
damn, dude, like life gets hard, life gets like busy, but you just gotta,
For
you
sure.
gotta find the happy medium where you're like doing what you love and then you're living life, like doing like what you have to do and like enjoying everything around you. But
For sure.
like past couple months, it's just been a grind. So I
Fuck
don't know,
yeah,
like
dude.
I'll look up like, yeah, I'm like anybody else, dude. I'll go on YouTube and I'll find beats, I'll find songs, or we'll recreate them, or I'll go to Jared's and we'll just chill out, play some PS5, and then we'll be in a studio because he has a home studio. So we'll be up in the studio.
Right.
He'll play a sample of something. I'll hear something else in my head, hum it to him. We'll create a whole track, lay down. There's times I could write a whole song lyrically in under 20 minutes, or it takes a couple hours, or I have just a complete brain fart and I just like go blank and I have to take a step back and I'll revisit ideas like months later or days later. So it just depends. But recently it's been like fast. Like I try to knock shit out fast.
Yeah.
Because it's all about content, but good content. That's why I'm not like rushing shit.
Right.
Like releasing stuff. That's why I haven't released in like, it's been a while. Like April was the last time I released, which I'm not going to do that anymore. I need to stop taking these fucking massive breaks, but I'm going to be dropping probably every like 8 weeks now, starting next week. So
that's like,
yeah, I'm excited.
I like that.
Yeah. I give people enough time to like resonate and like the song, because like Arizona Zervis, like the dude was dropping heat, like every week was dropping a song.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, if I could do that, I would fucking would. If I had the resources and I could right now, I would.
It's not easy.
Yeah. But it's not easy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, you just gotta, that's kind of what I do right now, is just, if it comes, it comes. So
yeah, I mean, you said you're like you like to be consistent with your content. And I mean, you were very consistent with your content on TikTok. Like, let's get into that. Like, your TikTok pops, bro. Like, how many followers are you sitting at right now?
Oh man, I was so much better at it last year, but I'm at like 185K right now on TikTok. But I had my girlfriend bust my ass on this, and then so does my manager. But from like, shit, dude, probably the beginning of this year until like a couple of weeks ago, I haven't really been consistent. But like the shit I would post, besides like stuff with my dog, because I had to, because he's cute as shit and great content, but
of course,
it was cringy. Like I was just putting out like goofy shit, and it wasn't like thought out. And I'm not, like, have fun, do your thing, but like my goal is to continue growing. And like I was all over the place. I was posting shit about like music. I was posting shit about like, I don't fucking know, dude. It's just, I was all over the place. But so now I'm like honing in. That stupid egg video like blew my TikTok. I don't know if you saw that.
I feel like I did see it.
Yeah, because I did it was like right when COVID hit, and it was like April.
Was it with your mom?
2020. No. I don't know if she was in one of them, but I did a TikTok video where I was like, had my stepmom videotape me in the kitchen. It was literally when COVID hit and we were just doing nothing. I was with my baby sister, and I was like, I know how to blow an eggshell off a hard-boiled egg. And she was like,
I did. Yeah. I think I did see that. Like where it's like, my buddy, crack it off or whatever. And like,
you crack a little, it's so stupid, bro. You crack a little hole on like the rounded pointier, like the bottom of the egg.
Yeah. I remember
the bottom. Yeah. And then you crack a bigger hole on top, and then you just literally like, and it blows off. And like, dude, it was so dumb, but like Yahoo, Fox News, Cosmo on Snapchat, like,
how big did it end up getting? Like view-wise?
Massive, dude. Well, view-wise, honestly, shockingly, it's not even at 1 million views, but like it's at like 990K. But I mean, that's still great. But
it's insane still. But the engagement was there. People
and
were taking notice.
There was like there was like 58 or like 60 blog write-ups about me, like from like
Fire.
all in like the Netherlands to like the US, and it was just wild. So that was cool. And then I reposted another one later that like last summer in 2020, and that one got more views. It was like it's like 1.5 million. So like that one did really good again. And then I was like, this might be good. Yeah. And then it just fucking it just died out. I was like, I don't know how to stay creative with this. I'm like, this is like happens, a done deal.
But I feel like you like, so, I could tell you know what you're doing though with like TikTok content, like the things that you post, like of you like singing in front of the mirror every day and like say, you know, singing this one line until it blows up. Like you're very consistent with it. And like, I've been waiting for one of those to just fucking blow, bro, because like you do it enough, bro, and you keep it consistent. Like people are going to catch on, and people like consistency. That's why I always wear like this purple hoodie and like everything, bro. Like it's just like you doing that and doing it every day. Like it's going to blow. Yep. And then people are going to be like, oh, this kid also makes music. He doesn't just sing in front of the mirror. Oh, dope. Check out his Spotify. Oh, wow.
That's what I'm saying.
This dude's actually fire. And then that's how you just start garnering like a fan base. I mean, you know what you're doing. It's not telling you anything you don't know. I'm just like explaining it.
You know what I mean? Dude. No, yeah. I mean, it's nail on the head, bro. I mean, you literally, like you said, I did those videos where I was singing that Louis Capaldi song, and I did that 12 videos. I did 12 times. I was like, singing this song or covering the song until I'm famous day 1, 2, 3. Every video until day 12 popped off. Like they all were viral. So but then then I tried 2 more times and it was just like dead. So I was like,
bro, keep it
went well,
going, bro.
Yeah. So now we just gotta keep pumping out content and working on finding the niche and like the lane I want to stay in, and then kind of just go from there, you know?
For sure. Yo, can you I want to see your tats.
Oh yeah.
I was taking notice because I see. Explain them.
So this is the hand one. It's in God we trust, and then humble yourself. That was a very not last minute, but very like spur of the moment thing. I was like, hand tattoo. That's it. And I was like, well, shit. I'm like, it's on my hand forever. But it's I like it a lot. That's like one of the more recent one last year. Not that recent, but then I have my fingers. It says pray.
When you put it together like that, that's cool.
Yeah, that's why I did it. I was like, that looks sick. This is all one tattoo. It's the second verse chord progression to Cowboy Take Me Away by the Dixie Chicks. It's my mom.
So dope.
Yeah, it's my mom and my song. So we have this like one part ever since I was like born where we like sing it to each other. And this is the exact part of the song.
That's what I was curious about, if that like meant anything or it was just random, you know, chord progressions or notes. That's cool.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so that's like, this is a dope one. The artist was, not to like, you know, shit on him, but it was a shitty experience. He was not good. And I'm definitely gonna get it fixed and touched up, but it is what it is. This one is Social Distortion band logo. It's one of my dad and my favorite bands. One of the first bands I ever heard. Love them. This is my baby sister's birthday.
Awesome.
I got that to, you know, just for her, but I actually didn't. I went like 7, 8 years without seeing my dad, from 7th grade until college. So like, it was a long time. And in those years, she's 8 now. He had my baby sister, so I didn't meet her until she was 5.
Gotcha.
So got it for her. Then my little cousin Tyler, who's not so little anymore, he's 16. When he was 9, he was diagnosed with children's cancer. He beat it. So I got this for him. And then this is I Can in my handwriting. Got that for when I make it what making it in my mind is with music.
Right.
I'm gonna get I Did right here.
I love that, bro. That's so fire.
Thank you. It just kind of keeps me going. Damn. But
they all mean something.
I like I love dude. I think I know I can do it, and I know I will play at Lollapalooza one day. It's been a dream of mine since I was like 14, since I knew what like Lollapalooza was.
Your hometown. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's like Cole Bennett, dude. Him doing his Summer Smash type shit, like creating that, doing his thing. But yeah, once I do that, I'm getting down here because that's where I'm like, damn, I did it.
Fire, bro.
Yeah, and then a couple more on the back and my ribs and stuff, and my leg. Yeah.
You got it
There's a
all.
lot of them.
Fire.
Yeah,
Well, bro,
they're
I guess you're an artist in many different ways. But yeah, let's get into like your drop November 19th, Eye to Eye.
Yeah, man. November 19th, we're dropping. This is my favorite track to date. Super. I mean, I told you it was quick to write, but like so much fun to make, and like see it just transform. We've been working on a lot with it. Possible video. We're working it out.
Right.
But yeah, possible video with that. Just a lot of cool stuff coming, and then a college tour in January. So
Tough. Bro.
That's gonna be sick as well. So just taking the music that I'm working on now and just putting together a good because live show is my favorite. So I just want to get a good
for sure
group of music, a good bundle of music together and just give them my best.
Yeah.
But yeah, the drop November 19th, Eye to Eye. I'm super excited. I'm so excited for it.
Are you able to tell us what it's kind of like about?
Yeah. Just about just toxic relationship. It's nothing like from my experience. It's just kind of like one of those things where you're writing and like, words make sense at the time.
Yeah,
but like,
I feel that.
Yeah, it's just a song. Yeah, just about, like the girl, or you could honestly take it, spin it any way you want. But I wrote it about a chick that's just literally takes everything out of context and just strings you along and really like makes you like kind of like gaslights you, like makes you like you feel like you're the issue. And then that's the chorus is sick. I think
we all know someone like that, so that's like relatable.
Yeah, right.
That's dope.
Right?
Yeah.
So So that's what I've been doing is diving deeper into like the meaningful lyrics and like the deep lyrics where they hit you. So this is definitely a good one for that. And then like I mentioned, about every 8 weeks I'll be hopefully releasing new stuff. So
hell yeah.
Getting deeper and deeper in lyrics, hitting home, really touching on like my life. Cause I've never done that. I've never written about my past and like what I've been through. Literally, I've never written a song about it. So now that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to be like, trying to touch on every aspect of what people deal with in life. And like,
I love that, bro.
Mental health, stuff like that. So
it's like a totally new chapter with like you as an artist too.
Yeah. And just growth and just showing that, you can't stop, can't take the foot off the pedal, man. Cause got to keep grinding.
Back on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So
what's your favorite song that you've dropped to date?
To date?
Or that you've even just made. Could be unreleased. Could be Eye to Eye.
So far, I'd say I love Last Night. There's my like recent single from April. I loved that. That was just super fun to make. It's another one. I literally wrote it in my car. That one took a couple days, but I wrote it majority of it in like one ride. But I loved a song I was actually featured on my boy Percy. Oh, changed his name. It was Perseus, now it's Percy Blue. I was on his song Don't, and I had the second verse, and it was so much fun to make, and I love that song. But Eye to Eye, and then a new song I'm working on, it's called Better. Unreleased, obviously, but it's it's so fire. I'm super stoked. That one's gonna be raw, but trying to dabble in a different collab too. I want to definitely start collaborating with some local artists, some artists on the like West Coast, like that. So
what if you like did like a collab tape with like Chicago artists, like straight Chicago?
That I would do. Oh, that I would 100% do. Yeah, because like there's a good amount, man. I mean, there's not a lot of, I don't know many like pop artists in Chicago, but there's so many, R&B and like rap that are just like untouched and just absolutely nuts. Like, a dream also is to obviously work or meet Cole Bennett. Like,
I literally have a Lyrical Lemonade can right here, bro.
Dude, that's so sick. Is he? Dude, he's so tough. He's so dope.
He's like the nicest guy I've ever met. Like,
you met him?
Yeah, actually, I did meet him, bro. Which is crazy. When I moved out here, I started working at Trader Joe's, bagging groceries. And my second day there, who comes in? Summer Rae and Cole Bennett. So I chopped it up with them for a little bit. It was like kind of, yeah.
That's so
crazy.
that's such a because are you in downtown LA? Or are you in like Hollywood, like WeHo?
Yeah, I'm in like the Hollywood area.
Bro, that's such a Hollywood story.
Yeah, like
that's
like crazy.
That's so hot. That's so Hollywood. Like, I was bagging groceries and Cole Bennett comes on in. Like, I was walking in. I was there in 2019, the fall, and I met Millie Bobby Brown just walking on Melrose. I was like,
crazy.
What? And she was so dope. I was like, damn. I'm like, where's Beaver? I just need to run into Beaver. Exactly. Yeah. She was bummed out in like Drew House. She was like chilling. She was like being low key as hell with her friend. And I didn't make a scene. I was like, oh my God. But like, I was just like, you're Millie Bobby Brown. She was like, hi. And we walked with her for a little bit and talked. It was dope.
I feel like it's usually worth saying something. Usually regret after if you don't.
Yeah, bro. Like, why not? They're people.
Yeah, exactly. As long as
just don't be annoying. Just don't.
Yeah.
And blow their cover. Like get up in their face and shit. Exactly.
Couldn't
agree more.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
So my next question for you is, what advice would you give to, other young artists? Because even anyone, in just in general.
Shit, man.
I feel like you're full of advice. It can be cliche because, in my opinion, cliche advice is the best advice.
Cliche advice is the best advice. Mine is just literally, like really. How do I want to word this? I'm trying to think of the best advice. Is literally just do like people always say, especially nowadays, bro. Like everybody's chasing their dreams and stuff, and like has these aspirations, and people are blowing up for the craziest shit. But like, just make it your own. Like, create your own craft, but like, not copying who you love. But there's nothing wrong with mimicking who you look up to. Like, not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something my dad and I had an amazing conversation over quarantine last year. We were talking about music, and my dad's a huge supporter of mine, which is I'm so grateful for. And we're just talking about everything. And he just said, he was like, you know what? Like, there's nothing wrong with mimicking. Like, don't get it intertwined. You don't want to copy people, but there's nothing wrong with like, taking bits and pieces of like what they did to get here.
Yeah.
What they did to get there.
Everyone has.
So like, everyone has their own shit, but like, you need that guidance. You need that, like, there's nothing wrong with looking up to people because that drives you. I mean, I remember being the goofiest little high school kid and just having this huge, huge dream and looking up to one of the biggest artists in the world, but thinking like, if he could do it, like I could do it as well. And it's just, you can't give up because everybody says it. And this is the cliche part. It could happen overnight, and it's like that meme on Twitter and all the time or on Instagram where the dude is like underground chipping away at like stone, and like it shows the diamonds are right there, but he stops. It's like, dude, don't. It's like you could do it easily. Like you just have to, as you get older and as more responsibilities come on in life. I'm still like getting like organizing myself, and
for sure,
but you can't let things sway you away. Like, you need to just work with both of them, like life and hobby and dream, and just keep paving it. Keep like your head up, work with the people. Don't be afraid to work with people. Don't be afraid to ask for advice. Don't be afraid to, like I said, like you and I talked about in the very beginning, reach out to people. Like fucking, if there's an email of somebody that you look up to on their Instagram, fucking shoot them an email. Yeah, they might not see it, but dude, the slight chance that they do could change your life. Like, don't be afraid.
I mean, that's how we linked. You reached out to me. So that's why this interview's happening.
Yes.
So
that's what I'm saying. You can't be afraid. You can't cower away and be like, I don't want to annoy anybody, or like, they won't care. Like, dude, you never know, bro. Like,
you never know.
You never know. So yeah, that was a lot and a little, but just don't give up. Keep your head up and really just like stay as professional as you can about everything, but seek advice, seek like mentorship, like guiding, because you can't do this shit on your own. Like
For sure.
you could do, you know, like, I mean, I don't want to say can't, but like, you can't be afraid to need somebody else to help.
Yeah, exactly.
Because,
you don't want to be stubborn. It's like, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for advice.
Yeah.
There should never be a point where you feel like you're too good or too big enough to ask someone for advice. Like, or else you're not growing. You're going to be staying stagnant, staying leveled. You don't want that.
100%, man. 100%. So that's my best advice. And always the last thing is like utilize your loved ones, like your friends, your family, like your close homies, girlfriend, boyfriend. Like they're like Madison's helped me like realize so much just about my music in the past year and a half. Like she like, I know it could get annoying probably for her, like all this shit. And it's probably I mean, I'm no fucking celebrity or anything, not even close to it, but like there's stuff that's going to be coming, like tour and a lot of shows. And like, yeah, it's going to be overwhelming, but she supports me and that's all I could ask for. So
it's all you could ask for. Yeah. It's the best.
Yeah, exactly. So you just got to be humble, humble yourself. Gotta be humble. You gotta just, like, so you gotta just love and just live life, man. Cause I'm learning a lot. Time's flying by now. Like, dude, time is flying. So yeah,
I feel that. It's crazy.
Dude, it's crazy. It's wild. So yeah, you can't get stuck in a box. Can't fall behind. You just got to keep going. So
right.
That's it.
So my second part of that question is, what advice would you give to yourself a year ago from today?
True, man. Stop procrastinating. That was my biggest.
A good one.
Stop procrastinating and don't be afraid. Like, that's it. Like, that's broad, but like, I was afraid of like everything. Like what people thought about the music. Who gives a shit? Like, there's gonna be people that listen to your shit. Like, you will find it. There's so many weird people out there that make music, but they're so talented in their own way. But like, yeah, that's another thing. Like, just can't be in a box. Just do your shit. Don't be afraid. And just be honest with yourself always. I struggled. Like, I found myself in a dark place like last year even. I didn't even realize it until recent. Like, I was in bad headspace doing dumb shit. And you just gotta just be yourself, be genuine, humble. So that's the biggest advice is just don't be afraid. Hell yeah.
And so Zach, my last question I have for you today is, what do your next 3 to 5 years look like?
Hopefully album will be in there, radio, major radio stations, looking for that. Just living, just happiness is what's in that, true happiness with myself, family, just like staying grounded, and Lollapalooza. That's in there. I'm going after it, man. I'm telling you, like, that shit's been on my fucking radar hardcore for the past couple of months.
Bro.
So just content, dream fulfillment, and happiness.
Awesome, dude. I love that. That's all you could ask for.
That's about it, man. Yeah.
Lollapalooza, and love and happiness. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
All right. Y'all heard it here first. Eye to Eye dropping November 19th, which is just about a week from today. So definitely be on the lookout for that. You guys can follow Zach on Instagram at Zach Crean. You can follow him on TikTok. Is it your same?
Zach Crean Official is TikTok.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right, man. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, brother. I always appreciate it. Look forward to keeping you posted with everything. Let me know if you need anything. And bro, I look forward to it.
For sure, bro. We'll chat soon.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.
Let's go fly away. Take the leap, girl. Don't you stay. You're made for so much more.